The Labour Party Presidential Campaign Council has named a former managing director of the News Agency of Nigeria, Akin Osuntokun, as the new Director General. This follows the resignation of his former Director General of the campaign organization, Doyin Okupe, who resigned after he was convicted over money laundering charges. The spokesperson of Labour Party campaign organization, Diran Onifade, in a statement, described Akin Osuntokun as a strategist. Mr. Osuntokun was a political advisor to former President Olusegun Obasanjo and director of the presidential campaign of the People's Democratic Party in 2011. Now, for more on this development, National Publicity Secretary, Labour Party, Abayomi Arabambi, joins me via Zoom. Good to have you join us. Mr. Arabambi, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
All right. So I know that you have raised some sort of disagreement with this, but as National Publicity Secretary, it is sort of shocking to see you disagree publicly against your party's decision. Is it that the National Working Committee is not on the same page with the presidential candidate?
Well, thank you very much. For those that have been following Labour Party for the past 15, 16 years, most form of corruption until when Dr. Doyin Okupe and his group invaded Labour Party with all manner of political malfeasance and somersault. The NWC did not, I repeat, did not endorse the candidature of Akin Osuntokun. It was just primarily between certain forces who had held captive a presidential candidate and who are also trying to kidnap Labour Party from we, the original owner, and which is not going to be possible. So we won't be a party to corruption simply because we want to govern Nigeria. Before the announcement was made, they knew ab initio because we informed them that Akin Osuntokun is a valid candidate of Zenith Labour Party. And let me also educate Nigerians. The national chairman of Zenith Labour Party was our former national chairman, Barrister Diran. It was after he left Labour Party that he formed the Zenith Labour Party. He is their presidential candidate. Dr. Doyin Okupe. They knew he was a central candidate of Zenith Labour Party. And the final day for publication was October 2nd. And Akin Osuntokun knew his name had been published. But because they thought Labour Party is a dumping ground for anybody that is broke from wherever they are coming from, they have seen money where they will come and share money and think those of what they made there, we can be pushed aside. But I am shocked.
Mr. Arabambi, why are you just talking now? Because Mr. Osuntokun, before now, was the Southwest coordinator of your Obidati Campaign Council, and you did not raise any issue that he belongs to another party at that time.
We did. No, we did in the NWC. But you see, where corruption will thrive, people who don't want to manage, they want to navigate, this road to corruption because they felt, oh, this is an opportunity for us to make money in Labour Party. Now, to what I'm saying, there is record for it. Even yesterday, the Southwest objected to his nomination. It was just a decision of the national chairman, Ojukwu from Anambra, and clandestinely, to make this appointment because they want it, they want something that we call a syndrome of sharing money, taking this food as usual. Now, when I said he cannot be our director because of the corrupt tendencies, I knew what transpired when they went to Ibadan. And I made it bold to say, the Obidati campaign should play the video of Ibadan. There was no Southwest NWC member there. None. Our deputy chairman is from Oyo State. They should replay that video if he attended that rally in Ibadan. He's from Oyo State. We had the National Financial Secretary from Ekiti. He was not there. The National Legal Advisor was not there. I was not there. Then who the hell are the people doing the campaign with them in Oyo State? They just packed all manner of pedestrian politicians and they took them to Ibadan. This is.
Let me ask you, Mr. Arabambi, because I want to believe that just a minute, Mr. Arabambi. I want to believe that there is a process for nominating who is the Director General of your campaign council. Was that process followed? How did the party arrive at, or who arrived at this at Mr. Osuntokun being the Director General? Mr. Arabambi, can you hear me? My question is, I want to believe that there is a process when you're nominating someone for that position, which is the Director General of the campaign council. Was that process not followed? And who nominated Mr. Osuntokun for the Director General?
See, no process was followed. We have Labour Party constitution. Before any appointment are ratified, it will first be discussed at the NWC level. Then you will now call next meeting. What they did yesterday was not next meeting. What is the composition of next meeting? It's stipulated in our constitution. We cannot just be hoodwinked to think all is well. Next meeting consists of the National Working Committee, State Chairman and State Secretary, our President, Vice, if they are from the party, National Assembly member elected on the platform of the party. But a lot of them are still candidates. You understand? No such meeting was held. Immediately Chairman came in yesterday, he just announced Osuntokun. If you look at his statement, he said, considering all the variables, is the best resort towards the southwest. Against Mr. Obi, on the 25th of February, he has a presidential candidate where lies his loyalty. That once Diran Onifade, we now pick his pen and accept that yes, he submitted himself to the Labour Party, but he has abandoned it. Abandon what? Let me educate Diran Onifade if he doesn't know. I am a politician. Section 31 of the Electoral Act spoke about withdrawal of candidates. You can withdraw a candidate if you are still within the ambit of 90 days to election. So if you go back and study the Electoral Act, they don't just come to the Labour Party and think those of what they made here, we are a bunch of idiots.
You can't use insulting words on TV. We do not allow that. I know that you're probably angry about what's going on in your party, but we're very careful with language on television. But I wish we could talk about the way out. I'm told that my time is up, Mr. Arabambi, but let me just ask you, I've been given like a minute to ask you what the way out is on this issue for your party.
Resign, because and he can no more withdraw. There is no time, for such now. He can no more withdraw. And his case is out to the bar because October 4 was when they published the last name, and he cannot go to court because Section 285 provided for 14 days for you to file your matter in court through any cause of action. So he cannot go to court other than for him to join the honorably and go back to the Labour Party. All right, thank you so much for. We are following this development within your party and other parties as well. Thank you so much for talking to us. National Publicity Secretary, Labour Party, Abayomi Arabambi. We're staying on politics.